Christian. Is it Christian Leon too?
Oh shit. Damn, that's taking it back. Yeah, once upon a time he was like the priority artist on he was on Polydor. I got the call, I can't even remember, I got the call and I was in rehearsals.
Okay.
And we was in a studio called Music Bank at the time, and I think we had like maybe 2 weeks rehearsals slotted in, so we was rehearsing every day, lockout rehearsals, and the band, I remember distinctly, like I think I was like maybe like 19 at the time, probably 19 or 20 years old. I was young, man, and I remember every chance of a break, the band wanted to go to the pub for a drink, and I'm not really big on alcohol like that. So for me, it was really weird. Like I think I've done like one pub journey with them, you know. But I'm talking about we're in rehearsals, and every 2 hours that we have a break or 3 hours, like, oh, should we go to the pub? Oh, should we? Because obviously I'm 18, 19. These were like 27 at the time, so I was the youngest in the band. But it was like they just wanted to get down the pub and get this liquid lunch in. That's what I started calling it. so I'm just there like, these lot love a pub, man, and I'm like, I can't do pub 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day. I'm really not that way inclined.
Yeah.
So I think like, you know, like after a week and a half of rehearsals, I remember like getting a call from the manager, because I mean, like me, I say maybe 6-7 days in, the MD at the time, he started trying to make things hard for me, and I knew it was all because I didn't want to go to the pub, but he suddenly started having a problem with what I was doing, where I was doing it. You know, he just wanted me to play time, he didn't want me to do any fills, and he just wanted me to keep cutting back, keep pulling back, keep pulling back, keep pulling back, keep pulling back. And I was like, cool, I'll pull back, I won't do anything. But he still seemed to have a problem with what I was doing. I remember getting home one night, I got a call from the manager, and he was like, he started off the conversation like, oh, how do you think things are going? And I was like, yeah, I think things are all right, do you know what I mean? I could tell that this was an odd phone call and this was leading somewhere, but he obviously proceeded to ask me how I felt everything was going, and I told him, look, I just think it's all right, it's not the greatest situation. I think the band are basically alcoholics, and I'm not that way inclined, and I think that that's, you know, affecting the whole thing. And he was like, yeah, you know, I've spoken to the guys and they don't think it's all gelling like it should, and blah blah blah, and you know, we think that it's best that maybe we try like another option and whatnot. So I mean, at the time I was kind of cool, because I was just like, if this is what it's like in rehearsals, then there's no way I'm going to be able to gel with you lot on the road, because I can just see this being an alcohol fest. Do you know what I mean? Left, right, and centre. So I was cool. But then what the manager was talking like is like he wanted to keep my equipment there and bring someone else in to use my equipment. But obviously I'm like, that's not gonna work. So he was like, oh, you can get your equipment at the end of the week. But I'm like, if I'm not working, then my equipment comes with me.
Yeah.
So like, I remember the next day I've just kind of like turned up, and I'm like, yeah, I've turned up with my technician, and I've got my technician in the room kind of breaking down my gear. The manager's trying to phone me like, oh, you're supposed to get your gear at the end of the week. And I'm like, bruv, it's my gear comes with me. If I'm not on a job, my gear comes with me. I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to bring in someone so that they could use my gear for the rest of the week and save money and not pay me and whatever.
Pay you for your gear.
Yeah, so I'm a dickhead. So obviously I've turned up the next day with my engineer, and like he's like, oh, we've wasted money on rehearsals already, and we're already like, I don't know how much money they was paying me a day. Maybe it was like 5 bills I think they was giving me or whatever. So he's obviously like, well, you know, grand in a day already, and we have to still find a new drummer and that. I was like, listen, bruv, I don't care. All this stuff you're saying to me, like, whatever. I'm here to just get my gear. So like that's how that, oh, he's the priority artist on Polydor, and I'm just like, fucking, I don't care, because every artist thinks that their every manager thinks that their artist is the biggest thing on the label, and he's going to be the biggest thing.
Well, they have to believe their own shit, don't they?
this is what I'm trying to say. So I'm kind of like, whatever. Do you know what I mean? I got my gear, got out of there. I think I heard maybe one single, did poorly, and then I never heard from the guy ever again. So I was laughing anyway, because I was like, I thought this guy was a priority artist and he was going to be the biggest thing on Polydor. You know what I mean? So that was that situation. And I had fucking people phoning me, telling me, oh yeah, you shouldn't have. You should have gone to the pub with them, and you should have done this, and you should have done that. And I was like, you can all suck your mum, you know what I mean? Because everyone's got advice for how you should be done. If you had all the perfect thing and advice and that, you should go and sit in the seat and do it, you know? So yeah, that's that situation. That guy was an arsehole. His music wasn't that great either, to be honest with you. That's why I didn't really care leaving. So I was just like, yeah, fuck it.